Hey guys, it's your boy CJ and welcome to my gaming vlog. Now guys, in today's quick tutorials I'm gonna walk you through some quick settings that you need to know in your FIFA 23 gameplay. At least it will improve upon your gameplay. Alright guys, stick around, don't go nowhere, and I will be right back.
So underneath the ball and lift it over the keeper. It's a good bit of skill and an excellent goal.
Alright guys, welcome back. Now this is what I have realized about FIFA 23. If you want to really improve in FIFA 23, guys, you have to also check your game settings. It is very important to make certain changes to your game settings to enhance on your gameplay. Now today's tutorial is based on this subscriber of one of the fans by name Johan Call. He was like, what should the settings for pass receiver log be, bro? Player seems to take an extra tag before passing. You understand guys? Now it's going to, the tutorials today is going to be based on it, but before that I want to walk you through some couple of game settings that you need to look at, some changes that you need to make in your game settings so that your gameplay would be a little bit improved, guys. Now before we look at the pass receiver part, let's look at the camera settings. You want to really make sure that your camera is set on the way, or it's set the way that you will be comfortable to see the whole of the pack. You will be able to see all of the players move, especially when you are creating chances. I want to put them on cop. It's very important. It makes you see every part of the field. And then the camera height, I want to shift it to 18, and then camera zoom to at least 2. It makes it easy for you to see the whole of the pack, and then you can actually see your players, the movement of your players, not even only your players but the movement of your opponent's players too. You see that the camera height is at 18, and then the camera zoom is at 2, and then the rest is left at 10. It is very important. Look at this scenario, guys. You can see that all the players, you can see them perfectly well passing, and then everything becomes more easier. You see the pack very nicely, and then you can set up your gameplay builds up very easily. Find your players where you want to find them using good passing techniques and stuff. And guess what, you can check on the channel also. I have covered good passing techniques and things that you need to do even during your first touches to improve your gameplay. Now guys, this second one, you need to look at it because sometimes it can be very annoying when you are on the field of play and then you are busily building up to score goals. The scrolling lineups, you need to put it off. The scrolling lineups, guys, you need to put that one off. Sometimes it covers the part of the page, especially the wings part that you would want to start up your builds up. It can cover that side, and then guess what, you will not be able to build up successfully. You want to take that part out of it. Look at this scenario, guys. The scrolling lineup just comes in, and then if it kind of interrupts the gameplay a little bit, you want to put it off because you want to see all of the pack well, so that you can pass successfully without you being interrupted by this scrolling line up. It is not necessary to actually put it on. I'll advise that you put it off so that you can have a smooth gameplay. Alright guys, now the other one I want you to look at also is the power shot. The power shot, guys, you need to turn off the power shot zoom. It is sometimes a little bit irritating, especially when you want to play the power shot and then the camera just zooms in the animation. Guess what, trying to do that, your opponent will even notice you trying to play a power shot and can even block you or stop you from doing it. But when you put it off, you tend to catch your opponent off guard. Now in this scenario, you can see that with this power shot, the camera zooms in and my opponent could have stopped that, but guess what, the camera zooms in and then it makes you vulnerable to being stopped. But look at this, guys, I just caught my opponent off guard with this beautiful power shot because I turned it off. The camera didn't zoom in. Alright, so the next one we want to look at is the player name. That is, we want to move to the visual aspect from the camera. Now you want to put in the player name together with the indicator. That helps you to know the player type that you're using on the field of play. You do not want to use your defenders for runs or any other thing, especially for striking positions, but once you know the names, you will be able to use them at their right appropriate time, especially when you want to score. And then also you want to make your joystick appear at the right hand side whilst you play. You need to put on the input overlay. You need to put it on. Once you put on the input overlay, you realize that your joystick will appear at the right side, and then it will show all the movements, your buttons that you press, whatever that you do on the field of play. It will be shown on the joystick that displays on your screen, and then you will know any other thing as far as understanding the gameplay, and then the kind of buttons that you need to press to engage in any kind of skill moves or any stuff. So it is very important to put on that one. Now another thing you want to put off that is a little bit even more annoying than even the scrolling line up is the score clock drop down. The score clock drop down, you want to put that one off, because guys, it is very irritating sometimes. Whilst you're building up, all of a sudden out of nowhere, something will drop out, the score clock will drop down, and then it can cover some part of the field, most important part of the field, and then you do not want that to happen, because you might end up in building up, and then this thing just drops out of nowhere, and then it can interrupt and mess up your build up, and guess what, it will not be good at all, guys. So you need to turn it off. Now the next one I want us to look at is, guys, the analog stick. You need to turn down one of the analog sprint. The analog sprint, you need to turn it off. Have you ever wondered, you have very fast players like Mbappe and then Messi and stuff, but because your analog spring is turned on, guys, the players will not move fast. You need to turn that off. Once you turn it off, it will allow you to control how fast you sprint. The further you hold the R2, the faster the player will run, because it is very important. If you don't put it off, your players will actually not run that fast. Yeah. Alright guys, now the next one I want you to look at is the most best thing ever to be introduced in FIFA gameplay. That is the crossplay. Crossplay meaning you can play with other gamers on other platforms, that is Xbox and then PC if you're on PS4, or if you're on PS5, guys, if you're on PS5. Now this is one of the best thing ever to be introduced, but trust me, you want to put it on no. You want to put it on no, guys, because once you put it on yes, you begin to play with other gamers on PC, and PC gamers have the advantages of boosting the speed and then the shooting power of their players. Now you ever played other gamers, and then you realize that, hey, his players are moving a little bit more, even faster than your players. Every shot he takes, it is a goal. It is because they have been able to boost the speed and then the power shield of their players. Guys, you want to put it on no, so that you will have a fair gameplay on the same community, on the same supported platform as your own, guys. So please turn it off, and it's very important. Now guys, the very last one I want to talk to you about is the pass receiver lock. Now that is the main tutorial, guys. You want to put it on late. You want to put it on late, because once you put it on late, if you want to pass your ball to the right side and then you realize the right side is choked with your opponent players, you can quickly switch to the left and then make a pass to your player that is free. But if you put it on early, guys, once you pass it to the right, you cannot change it, it moves straight there. So you want to put it on late so that you can be able to control your passing movements. Okay guys, now this is where I want to end today's quick tutorials. Please do not forget to subscribe and then like the tutorials, please guys, because it goes a long way to help other people also see these tips and tricks, and they can also learn and then have fun, you know, playing FIFA. And also please don't forget to leave your comments in the comment section below. Like, I cover other people's comments and their problems. Leave yours and then I'll do my best to attend to it, and then also post the solution to it here so that we can all learn it and then become better in FIFA 23. Okay guys, see you in the next one, and don't forget, stay safe wherever you are. It's your boy CJ and I'm out. See you in the next one guys. Bye for now.